Sorry, to put in a brief cut. Anyway, yes, I don't think it's. There's no justification for that, is there? You know what? What we're going to do is we're going to build another Ranger class. Bunker Hill works for me. Yeah. It is the future. Some things are being commissioned over here. A world cruise for young cadets. The newest and most powerful, average or oldest. I think oldest gives us more budget but less prestige. Yeah, so reduces horsepower requirements. Interesting. Yeah, and war with the Soviets is imminent, so we are going to mobilize. Everyone is going to become active over here and start the procedure of working up these ships. It's of course going to cost us quite a bit of money to do this, but I think it's fine. You guys here are still working up, so that's okay. The Tunis class, I think there was a we should actually rebuild these guys. So yeah, that would work out fine. So let's take them in for rebuild. I don't think it was an extremely important one, but still, it's a little bit nicer that way. You know what? These do have better anti-submarine warfare capability, so you know what? These guys here also need to be rebuilt to the 5-year-old standard. Right, okay, that does look good to me though, so yeah, that's fine. Situation over here, so we could, I think we should be starting to move up our Southeast Asian forces towards Europe. So let's sort by location, and everyone who's in Southeast Asia at this moment, we are going to ask you to move towards, you know what, let's just gather everyone on the East Coast for a second. And then we're going to move from there. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Whereas Northern Europe would also be 3. So maybe not. Maybe it's a little bit more direct to move these ships towards Northern Europe. Does that work? Yeah. Indian Ocean. Okay, fine. Love it. Should also take the... I think we should take the... let's sort by displacement. Somehow I think this is nice. Our most important ships are up here. And this guy here, the Ranger, can immediately move towards Northern Europe. And certainly these battleships. So let's take the battleships. Let's take our San Francisco class ships that are currently on the East Coast. The Arizona, I'm going to keep them in on the East Coast. Same with the Langley, so the slow ones we're going to keep where they are. And then we're going to take a couple of destroyers, I believe. And that should be the Reed class. You're all there anyway, so that's fine. But let's take like about, what, 6 or so Flosser classes. Yeah, and all of you guys are going to move towards Northern Europe. Fine. So, yeah, let's box them in. Again, I don't really think there's any point in being over here. Yeah, and we are at a state of war, so our mobilization came a little bit late. But that's fine. We are going to take all of our corvettes, of course. Sorry, all of our corvettes and the hull class, so the oldest destroyers. All of you guys are supposed to go to trade protection. Yes, please. Hopefully that is going to give us an edge in anti-submarine warfare patrols. Right, so we do have a lot of forces in Northern Europe. Further forces are coming up via potentially the Indian Ocean. Funny to see so many Russians over here. Funny to see so many Russians over here in our home waters actually, and we are nearly on parity in Northern Europe. So I expect a very big battle over here. Enemy fleet dominates the sea around Maine and New Brunswick. Oh, come on. Bergen has finished her working up. Enables improved autoloader. Interesting. Airbase Manila. No, we don't want to assign that automatically. Neither in Tsingtao. Medium bomber. So we have a new medium bomber proposal. Our last medium bomber is just a year old. So this guy has somewhat lower speed. That's fine. Doesn't... Oh, but higher cruise speed, interestingly enough. But significantly worse range. But it does carry a somewhat higher bomb load. for 2,000 bombs in the four 2,000 pound bombs instead of 1,600, but significantly worse range. I mean, 700 is kind of extreme. You know what? Let's take the Seawolf. I like the name. Lake Michigan is sunk. Soviet raider sinks one merchant ship. That's unfortunate. Right, but they are concentrating on keeping their home water safe, and we're bringing out more forces here. So at least we're not going to lose any more points over there. Although, curiously enough, they have two battleships down here. Probably going to move them over there, I believe. Right, we are making some money. That's good. Lots of ships under construction. Yeah, and I think the Bergen has finished its working up. So we can take this guy and put it on foreign station duty. And actually the Raleighs we can take off foreign station duty. And I wish there was a... Oh, no, we can't. Not all of them. Okay, let's keep you on foreign station. Maybe afterwards you're going to be scrapped. Let's see. Right, so there's no way we can invade them, I believe, unfortunately. Norway has finished her working up. Increased submarine and increased combat air patrol. Lovely. Torpedoed and sunk the Soviet destroyer. Okay, lovely. We're losing another corvette. And here we are. Fleet battle, invasion battle. So, enemy Soviet Union, location Norway. I believe they must be trying to invade us. And this is a fleet-sized battle. So this is the big one. They have 5 battleships, a battlecruiser, 2 carriers, 2 light carriers, and 5 destroyers. That's actually very low, very small light forces. On the other hand, we have all of our 5 capital ships, all of our 5 capital gunships, I should say, 7 light cruisers, and 5 carriers. Let's accept this battle. They decline. Oh, that's unfortunately. I would have really liked to ravage them there. Right. It's not supposed to be though. So wait a minute. You guys, can you rebuild to this standard, please? You're supposed to be anti-submarine warfare ships, not minesweepers. It's going to take about 3 months or so. Yeah. Still, potentially we will need to design a new corvette. Let's actually look at this. So let's open this design. You have a... Can you do a 5 caliber gun? I think not. No. But at least you can do better guns. You can do dual purpose. So that'd be lovely. Let's give you a couple of autoloader, director, dual purpose secondary guns. I mean, the monthly cost and all of this is going to go up. Yeah, so this is probably unnecessary. But this, I think, is good. This is very expensive. Okay, let's at least go with the central rangefinder. If not, central firing. Okay, central firing I think is fine. 4K guns, that's good. All of this is good. An AA director, it's not that expensive. And just light AA guns. So just to name Lake Michigan. Yeah, I think we just lost the Lake Michigan, but you're not that fun with this name. You're using... well... Let's continue to use coal for these guys. Yes. Minimal money. Hamilton is commissioned. Stavanger, Oslo, Manila, very nice. Very, very nice. So a dive bomber. Interesting. Very high combat radius. Our new torpedo bomber is ready for operational service. Very lovely to see. Yeah, let's build a couple of these corvettes. We are losing them in wartime left and right, so I think that's very much warranted. Let's say 10. Right, Soviet Union is doing some things. We are gaining some points and some money, so that's lovely to see. No one is failing on anything, so that's okay. Your fair crew quality, good crew quality over there. And that's lovely to see then. You are active, the Norway, so you're going to be sent towards trade protection. Lovely. And the Tunis over here, these guys can also go to trade, to foreign station. Yeah, foreign station is what I mean. Right, that's okay. You're still working up, but now I hope that we can take the Raleighs. Put you towards the active fleet. Yeah, tonnage on foreign stations is okay. And I would really love to move all of you towards Europe. Towards the East Coast. East Coast. They really would be nice to have a bulk move order here. But we don't. So yeah, there we go. Okay, lovely. Good. So on the East Coast we then have the Arizona and Alabama and the Saratoga, a couple of light cruisers. Yeah, I think that's okay. No reason to do much more than that. All of our colonial cruisers are doing their thing as well, so that's lovely to see. And the hull classes are also doing trade protection. Good. I think we can take 3 of these guys and move them maybe towards the west coast. I think that's okay. Have a little bit of trade protection everywhere. I would really like to see Tunisia, really. New dive bomber prototypes are available. Lovely. All of them have higher speed. All of them have better range, so that's good to see. Heavy loadout is high on each of those by 4,000 pounds, so that's good. Yeah, so really we do have to take one of these new ones. The question is only which one. I prefer, I think, so the loadout is the same all the time. Your maximum speed is identical for all purposes, and you have extremely good range. Not the best maneuverability, but pretty good one. And the best toughness. So Grumman Thunderbolt it is. Very fitting name, I think. Really? Oh, come on. Submarines are such a nuisance. They're so random events. We lost a carrier towards that, and now we've pretty much lost the Yorktown to that. That's bollocks for 4 months. Okay, I need to relax. We still outnumber them there. And we are holding up the blockade, so that might cause them to do some revolution. Total war. This war will be long and be fought to the end. Okay, interesting. I've never seen that. Corvettes, unexpected advances in radar stuff, increases 5 and 6 inch AA effectiveness. That's very good. That's our most... Oh, come on, no. Food is not becoming scarce in the US. San Jose has hit a mine in Northern Europe. Dockyards 5 months. Might actually have to look at mining. We're getting a lot of victory points though, just due to the blockade. Where are they moving? Why would they be moving down here? Maybe they're trying to sail this way? I really don't know. Interesting proposal though. Right, so we've refurbished a lot of guys over here, so all of these are in active forces. We're going to move them towards trade protection. That should be okay. Then yeah, all of these Flosser classes are still fine as they are right now. How are they looking up? 3 carriers, 2 light carriers, not that many corvettes, not that many destroyers. They're very low on destroyers, but very high on submarines. Submarines, of course, is something that we did not want to use in this playthrough too much. So let's see. Hamilton, Manila. Okay. Latest Japanese guns. Okay, interesting. We are losing these guys in coastal raid. Ooh. Ooh, we don't want to do coastal raids in the Baltic Sea. We've made very bad experiences with that. I'm gonna accept, and I would actually like to suppress enemy airfields if possible at all. I don't think it is. So it's extremely early morning. That's not good. That means our aircraft, it's gonna be good weather for aircraft. It's only slightly overcast. Our order of battle says we have 1 carrier division, 1 battle division, but I very much suspect that they are gonna fly out of Kronstadt. But our target is over there, so that's at least interesting. Right, so what have we got down here? A mixed number of carriers. Okay, that's fine. We have the Independence and Constitution. And just light cruise over here. You're scouting, so you can do that on AI control. I don't care about that. Oh, and we've got the Battle Division over there, which is under AI control. I hate that. I hate that. It's the Colorado. And our most important airbase is in Stavanger, so I very much believe you guys will probably not be able to reach over here, will you? So that's what we should be able to see the distance somewhere. Oh, well, I don't. Well, we can look at the other way, right? So this way, distance 500 miles. Might be okay for our medium bombers, actually. Right, okay, so you guys here are going to go at max speed. You're going to go somewhat towards that direction, I figure. We are going to look at you guys. You don't need to look quite as far left, but I do want to have maximum combat air patrols at about this search pattern. I think this is fine. Good. Okay, and let's prepare a strike force from our carrier divisions. So we have 2 carrier divisions. I hate it when that happens. That means probably the whole game is going to crash at some point. Okay, so we've got 13 dive bombers over here. I'm going to ask these guys to prepare a heavy loadout. And I'm going to ask you to... Do we have a target already? No. And I'm going to ask you to come up over here. Distance is 100 miles, so you should easily be able to do this, yeah? And you're going to launch immediately. Just try to find something over there and that should be fine. So we've got the Biscay, and over here we've got the Ranger and the Lubang. Good stuff. Experience, you're good. Okay. So over here, these guys, I think it's worthwhile to take all of them and start preparations for attacks. That will make us much more vulnerable, but I do think it's a good start. Right. Light loadout on the fighters, is that really something that we want? Range heavy, range medium, range light. Okay, so we could actually wonder whether we should pick maybe small bombs, but you know what? I think it's fine. So yeah, let's get all of you ready. Good. Start the game. Yeah, let's launch float planes. Yes, to all of that. It's only going to last a couple of minutes. We're not going to run with our battleships towards this location, because I think that'd be a little bit suicidal. Right, there go our search planes. So that should be okay. And you know what? I think I want to go over here towards this, towards our battleship. Do some mutual protection there. Let's briefly hold this because I want to find out whether we can ask these guys here to... You're supporting. Can you be part of the core? And you as well. You just... No, wait. Oh, sorry. These are the destroyers. You are supporting the battlecruiser division. Can you be a core part of the other carriers, please? Let's see how that works out. Okay, so you are coming in a little bit closer. That I appreciate a lot, because I want to concentrate our forces here. I don't want to disperse them too much. I want them to render mutual support to each other. Right, do we have the strike package coming up already, or is this simple recon flights? I think it's simple recon flights, unfortunately, so far at least. Right, and this is the group that I can actually steer. Gonna go slightly north here. And we're gonna dial down a little bit on the speed, enable these guys here to catch up. And we've got the first report, a transport ship over here. Well. Not going to send out anyone after that, immediately at least. Ooh, and there is a destroyer over here. Also, a destroyer is not worthwhile sending out countless units after, so that's fine. But this here, now, this is much more interesting. apparently there's a battleship over here. Okay, so let's look at our strike options. You here are not yet ready with any of your aircraft. But it would be nice to conduct a strike, wouldn't it? So let's take all of our aircraft from this guy. Let's ask for a coordinated strike with about what? Oh, okay, so you don't actually have any fighters. Sorry about that. So you only have the torpedoes and dive bombers. Huh, well, without fighters? Yeah, let's launch that strike. Let's see what they're going to come up with. Okay. So 3 reports so far. There, I think, is our strike group starting to approach the target area. Yeah, 13 dive bombers. And we've got a 4th report. Just a transport ship over there, though. Well, at the very least, our dive bombers might be able to find something. So, alright, let's see. Okay, you are over here. And you should start to circle around now. No, you're immediately coming back without finding anyone? Well, maybe I should not have picked a heavy loadout. No, you're doing some sort of search pattern. I'm not sure where exactly you're going there. Right. You are searching, and there's our strike group for the battleship. So that also is very interesting. Hopefully that is going to find something. I would have sworn to find something. 16... Wait. Stop. Ah! Okay, so what's going on? So we've got privateers from Biscay. Torpedo bomb an enemy battlecruiser. No hits at all. No, but we are scoring a battleship hit with some of our guys. And I think it's these guys over here. So privateers and Electras. So we think that their battleships must by now be over here. At least one battleship, and we did at least score 1 hit. Do we want to? Yeah, I think it's time to have a look at our carrier division 11 here. Whoop, 11. Thank you. It's going to filter size, and let's have a look. So we've got a lot of ready aircraft that could potentially go over there and try to do something. So, yeah, I think it's worthwhile to try this. Get over here. You are ready at least, so it shouldn't take you too long. So let's take some dive bombers from the Lugabang and some torpedo bombers from the Ranger. And we're going to escort them. Do we need to escort them? They don't seem to have any direct support. So, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to ask you to come over here because that is apparently where they are fighting. And we are going to launch this strike. Right, so let's see. We are putting a torpedo into them. That's nice to see. Some more fire. An enemy heavy cruiser. That's something new. Okay. Let's not forget though that they might have... What are you doing? You're in a weird formation. You're in a support formation. Can you do a screening pattern? Yeah, at the very least all of our guys are close to each other. Ooh, we should not ignore the Colorado though. The Colorado is, I think, steaming towards this area. Now our aircraft are coming back. Well, they did score at least 1 bomb hit. Enemy aircraft are approaching Battle Division 17. So Battle Division 17 is the Colorado over here. And we have got the Yak 43. So let's have a look at what that is. So Soviet Union. Nation data, aircraft data, yuck. Floatplane scout, interesting. Very interesting. So 10 floatplane scouts. Yeah. They might score some very good hits. They haven't though. So our AA is holding up so far. Combined factor, that's okay. Can I give you any orders? No, you're completely under AI. I hate that. I should really turn off that. option. 13 Electros are approaching enemies. I think that must be over here, yeah. So you've probably found this guy, that's fine. Okay, the battle cruisers. Ooh, an unidentified ship showing up on radar. That's interesting. It's also slightly worrying because our carriers are over here, so let's get up to maximum speed and drive towards this direction. AMC bomb hit. Okay, so we are scoring some hits against the enemy there. That's good. And our battle cruisers are coming up towards this guy. Supposedly a corvette, I don't believe that. I think this is going to be a merchantman, basically. Oh, there's another unidentified ship there. Interesting. Why would they be coming up so close towards us? Is it really a corvette? Some fuel issues? No, it truly is a corvette. And we are scoring some hits against it. Medium damage? Well, that's fine. And we are sending